This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. In news from the courts, a third man has been charged in connection with that $3.1 million drug bust that occurred on March 29th over on Eleuthera. 37-year-old Michael Taylor of Grand Bahama was escorted into the courthouse and appeared before Deputy Chief Magistrate Andrew Forbes. Taylor was charged with 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs with the intent to supply, 1 count of importation of dangerous drugs, conspiracy to possess dangerous drugs with intent to supply, and conspiracy to import dangerous drugs. He pleaded not guilty to all charges. The particulars are that on March 29th, during an operation executed by the Royal Bahamas Police Force's Drug Enforcement Unit, officers seized 155 packages of suspected cocaine after an aircraft landed on Eleuthera. Taylor was granted bail in the amount of $10,000 with 2 sureties and is required to report to the Central Police Station in Grand Bahama every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday before 6 p.m. Trial date is set for Wednesday, September 1st. 4 men are in police custody tonight after allegedly being found in possession of an unlicensed firearm. The male suspects were arrested shortly after 4 p.m. Tuesday. That's when officers from the operations unit were on routine mobile patrol in the area of the old Paradise Island Bridge and observed the occupants of a silver Toyota Passo who aroused their suspicion. The officers stopped the vehicle and conducted a field search. During the process, one of the officers found a black pistol containing 5 unfired rounds of ammunition. Investigations into this matter continue. Minister of State for Disaster Preparedness Management and Reconstruction, Pakeisha Parker Edgecombe, providing an update on her ministry on the brink of Hurricane Preparation Month, which begins May 1st. Just ahead of the weekly cabinet meeting on Tuesday, Mrs. Parker Edgecombe told reporters that there has been some challenges.
Our initial focus was to get back on the ground to find out what the concerns of people were thus far. I would be lying if I didn't say that there were some concerns expressed about the efficiency of our program and whether or not we were reaching people as quickly as we should. The fact of the matter is that many people have been assisted to date, but there are those who still feel as though they haven't been helped quick enough. We are addressing this aggressively. We have individuals on the ground right now that are going home to home and finding out what those concerns remain.
Asked to pinpoint those challenges, the minister says this.
Those concerns were the fact that some of them were indicating that the voucher system that we would have had, they hadn't received what they were approved for yet. Many persons were approved, but because the system has to take place, there's a lot of checks and balances. While we want to assist individuals, we also want to ensure that there aren't any persons that are taking advantage of the system. We have to be accountable with the government's funds, as well as we have to assist those who were hurt, devastated by that hurricane. And so that would have been one of the main issues that we would have gotten from the ground, that they were approved and they just needed the help in getting the vouchers that they were approved for.
With the upcoming Atlantic hurricane season just weeks away, Minister Parker Edgecombe says this.
May will be Hurricane Preparedness Month. NEMA officials as well as those of the DRA are working feverishly together to ensure that this hurricane season, those persons who would want to know information has it, and that we are prepared going into the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season.
Grand Bahama and Abaco were both ravaged by Hurricane Dorian almost 2 years ago. The Category 5 storm causing millions of dollars in damages. Stay with us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.